Wanna play poker?
This heat has been long and drawn, but only one of two can go through. The semifinal is PartyPoker.com European Open 3. And both these guys have winning form, but Cox seems to be the beneficiary and have the chip leady, and just by virtue of the fact that he hasn't made any big mistakes, maybe.
Yeah, finally down to two-handed, Jesse, and it's the same thing when we went down to three-handed. It was Cox who made the last move and knocked the other player out, so momentum in his side again. We'll just see how this goes now.
Looking at the stats, besides the fact that Simon Zak is about 5-1 out chipped, these guys have had similar types of games tonight.
Yeah, it'd be no one's really made any sort of fantastic plays or anything, Jesse. It's been a quite an average heat.
Wow, I'm still stunned that Andy Pyra didn't make it here. Gut-wrenching, really.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Andy, Jesse, honestly. I mean, he's a very, very good player. He's normally really exciting to watch, and he just seemed to, well, it just seemed like his bottle went. I know he won't mind me saying that when after he watches this.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much pressure in these. Sometimes you don't know, you know, what's going through a guy's head, but Pyra certainly had the ability. Cox here.
Yeah, a couple of nice cards here, heads up. Oh, he's all in here. You don't want to hang around.
Well,
see if he can, he won't get no action here.
Just feel like Simon Zak has the stack size here where Cox is just going to be screwing him until Zak gets a double up or a double out.
If he uses this approach though, Coxie here, he could get himself into a bit of trouble, because if he wants to apply the pressure in this manner, you know, like all in, I've been on the other end of this, then you just sit there. Simon wouldn't mind that, because he'll just sit there until he gets a big card, and then he'll be straight in.
And he'll figure that at the very least he's going to get a good chance to double up with the best of it. Yeah.
You know, you might want to 500,000 chips against 85,000. I'll be wanting to see some flops myself. You know, make the.
I'm all in.
Raise all in.
Reasonable. Zak's not going to mind. Those cards are matching.
He's
Quick call,
hand,
yeah. Not only is it a big hand, it's a dominating hand. And this could be a very quick heads up.
Yeah.
But Simon Zak, who hasn't really caught much of a rub of the green tonight, if he can get this hand through, it'll be a horse race. Oh! I didn't even see that.
How sick would that be?
Both players have flopped a straight.
Both flop straights.
Simon Zak has flopped the second nuts and is drawing to a one card to split.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
That's insane.
You know, and I guarantee both only looked at their own hands there, Jesse. You know, it's heart-wrenching, ain't it?
Yeah, it has to be a king. It's not.
Yeah, all over. All over.
Maybe that's just symptomatic for how this heat went. Just a complete cold deck at the end there. And Simon Zak stunned in second. It'll be Ian Cox in the semifinals. And a very workmanlike victory from
probably almost gifted to him as well, Jesse. As we said, he was down to about 29,000 at one time.
This game showed us how important it is to have confidence. Ian Cox came into this heat telling himself he was a winner and climbed the leaderboard like a Trojan. We go over to Jesse, who sat with Ian, and the runner-up, Simon Zak.
Nice day at the office here for Ian Cox. Congratulations. What do you think the key was to your victory, Ian?
Well, I don't know about the key. I had a few hands later on, which certainly helped, because when the blinds get going upwards, then really you do need to pick up some hands, because it's very hard to make moves apart from going all in. That's why not many flops in the latter stages.
You'd gone down to 29,000, and
I know I made a terrible error with a hand. I played ace-6 of diamonds, and the guy was quite short stacked the other side of me, and I thought he'd make a move if I flat called and raised, and then I was going to re-raise all in, or if he went all in I was going to call him, and unfortunately he decided to see the flop cheap because he had terrible cards, and when he finally bet on the turn, I thought I was ahead and that he was representing having a straight draw or whatever, and I called him, but I didn't want to see a club on the river, and I checked it to him with my 2-pair, and that was my second mistake, instead of betting out a little bit to see where I was. And of course he went all in and made
he was a toughie. He was a toughie, the Irishman, wasn't he? You guys were fighting all day.
They're always ballsy, those Irish guys.
Simon Zak, commiserations. It was an odd heat because it went so many hands without a player getting knocked out.
Yeah, when we were down to 5-handed, it did take some going out. I just didn't pick up hands early on in the stages. I picked up, I got aces twice and queens, I think, and got no action at all.
You had a nice relationship with Andy Pyra there. You got him to put down some big hands, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Well, you know what he was putting down. He was telling me what he was putting down. I don't know if it was true or not. But.
Well, Ian, you're through to the semifinals again. Now, this is your second straight victory in a heat stage of one of these tournaments, but any different plans for the semis this time?
Yeah, maybe I was a bit too over-aggressive early on last time. I was unlucky in a way. I had a couple of small pocket pairs and I ran into bigger pocket pairs, you know, and I made moves with them and had to lay them down and left me short stack. But at the end of the day, I still was very unfortunate to go out. As you remember, probably my jacks against 6-4 diamonds. Dave Clayton made a big move on me and then got lucky.
Yeah, those Blackpool guys are always tough, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, congratulations again, Ian, and best of luck in the semifinals. It is Ian Cox, the crapper, straight through.